And good Saturday morning to everyone. As you're waking up, the sound outside is most likely more rain like we've had over the overnight hours. Most of the area just got a lot of heavy rain come in buckets. There was no threat of severe in the exact meridian area to the south of us. There were several thunderstorm warnings issued toward the coast, but overall our area coming out pretty good. As we go to radar this morning, let's go ahead and pull this up because we do still have a lot of rain coming down. I know there was a lot that come across Newton County through Hickory last night, a bunch of that. Let's pull this up so we can show everybody where we're at. The noise in the back is lightning in the area of 20 miles from where we are. It's not as bad as it could be, everything that is out this morning. Let's pull this up and show us where we are here. Let's back out. Now, this is what is passed through. And again, if you look down here on the coast, we were here, this all went under us. And as it got past us, got worse. It's picked up in intensity there. As we go across and we look at Tuscaloosa, Columbus, Montgomery, Alabama, it's already at Columbus, Georgia there, dumping a lot of rain. And again, with this is a big just rain event that has come across. It's the southern portion of this still that is cutting up, causing a few thunderstorm warnings here or there. This morning as it comes across these areas. Right there, now that is the serious that they've got there. It's a tornado warning in Alabama, and that's going to be until 8:15. This is for northeastern Dale and western Henry County. So if you've got anybody that lives in these areas here, keep them in mind as it moves on across here. All right, as we go back into Mississippi, few of the comments coming in this morning. Let's ease over and look at this, and we can compare radar to questions of what's going on. Miss Orena Bonner, good morning to you. Also, Linda Accord, morning. Sharon Oglesby is watching also. Joyce Stamper, morning. Debbie Penny, thundering at my house in Shucktown, and it is. It's been rattling the windows here in the Bailey area as well. Good morning to Terry Carter. Debbie Stewart. Good morning. Thanks so much for all you do. That's Miss Sharon Johnson. Carol Stamper is up in the Newton area. Heavy rain in Newton, she says. And that's right where this is, right there, right now. And we'll dig deeper into that and look at some of the streets of what it's doing there. Lightning in Bailey, Orabana says. Also, Charlotte Gray says, raining in Philadelphia. We thank you for keeping us up weather-wise. Nothing to it. And again, I didn't go live a lot last night because we never did get those threats, and I never want to overdo any storm. But we did get a lot of rain with that. It's just gushy outside last night. Sylvia Stewart, good morning. Thanking us for what we do here. Thank you. Terry Ray, good morning to you. Teresa Green, quiet here in the Rose Hill area. So, okay. Debbie Drake, Edinburgh, raining all morning. Donna Roseman, good morning, thank you. And Denise Fulton, good morning from Basic. Morning there. Let's see, hope you have a wonderful Saturday from Alicia Fisher and Janet Farrett. Farrett, how are you today? Morning. Hope you're doing well. Now, a lot of people want to do a lot of events late. What we've got as far as the forecast today, and let's go over that, and then we're going to go back and we'll describe deeper into radar what's happening over here. It's a 100% chance of storms today, possibility of thunderstorms before 2 o'clock. There's a slight chance of some thunderstorms moving in after that. The majority of them are going to be, though, before 2. Today's high is 80. We're going to get 30-mile-an-hour gust outside. We still have a 40% chance of showers up until 8 o'clock tonight. Then with a low around 52, gusty 25 miles an hour. So tomorrow, all gone. Sunshine, a high of 78. So we do have a chance of showers through 8 o'clock tonight. It will be ending, but still gusty. All right, let's dig into this of what we've got going on here on radar, and we'll look all around on this. We'll start here. A little bit of showers here to the east of Starkville now through Columbus. As we come down, let's turn on location so we can all see what is going on here. This is mostly in the northern part of Noxubee County on the eastern side of Highway 45. We come down through Sugarlock, getting a little bit there near Sugarlock Lumber, down by the railroad tracks there at Sugarlock Lumber. A little worse there east of Highway 45. We get into Kemper County. Coming some buckets of rain there at Scuba right now. So if you're in that area, Giles, maybe a sprinkle at this point, but no heavy rain. Light stuff throughout the Wahalik area, stretching back over to Cypress Mills. Starting to maybe see a little break there in Preston. Light showers there in Linville as we go across Kemper Lake, still heavy. As we get into Kemper, Scuba, and also down here around the coal plant, right over here, we got some showers there at Damascus at the fire department there. Also here at Blackwater Baptist Church, some heavy rain there. The western side of Kemper, a little bit worse there. As we jump in here to Neshoba County, and let's look at all of Neshoba County, the worst that we're picking up in Neshoba County right now is up through House. So if you're going to be in that area, Herbert Springs, Highway 491 through there, all the way over here where Talbert Enterprises is, this is pouring buckets of rain right now on both sides of Highway 19. Just outside of the Union City limits, you'll get just a little bit of a break there, and then it picks back up all the way into House. So be careful if you're traveling in those areas this morning. As let me go back up here to the northern part of Neshoba. I didn't cover all of that. We've got light rain mostly in the northern portion here of Neshoba County. Light rain through downtown. You get to Tucker a little bit east of there, almost to Highway 16. This is 491 as it comes back around to Neshoba Central there. Heavy rain right along in there. We look out here near the Neshoba County Fairgrounds. Light showers there just south of there. The Dixon community, pretty good showers this morning. But again, House is the heaviest that we've got in Neshoba County. All right, as we get into this is the worst that we've got. Let's turn this off and then we'll dig into locations. Right over Hickory is a pretty good storm. So if you live in Hickory this morning, it's pouring down right now. Armageddon in Nellyburg, Janice Bear says, a lot of rain there. As we look at this, right here, and let's look at this here. Here's Hickory sitting here. Let's turn this back on where we can get references. This is Rose Mobile Homes right here. This is downtown Hickory. This is going to be just off of I-20. Here's Lazy Boy back here as you come along. You zoom into these areas here. This is going to be Coastal Plains Road and also Experiment Station Road. Gentry Road, those areas right there is the worst that you've got popping up there. Now this is, you come across here, this is sitting right on top of Hickory at this point right here. There at Hickory, all this rain that's coming. All right, as south of downtown Newton, even right over here where Lawrence is, a lot of rain. Pouring buckets of rain there. South of Newton there on 15, as you come through Calhoun, Pilgrim Grove, Bethel, Liberty, y'all know what I'm talking about in those areas there. Not quite any rain right in here at the old country store at Garlandville, but it's close to it, and this is moving to the northeast. Now the lead of this is already, the head point of this is making its way into Lauderdale County now. As you look at this is going to be in its process. I don't know why it's having to process and think so hard there, but this is going to come straight across through the Meridian area there, as you see, and come through MCC, down by the hospitals and across by Sam's, and it will make its way on out toward the southeast area before it's said and done. That's what it's doing at this point in time of where that storm is headed. Just a messy morning as we look at this. Should be in downtown Meridian within 12 minutes if you're in that area. So that would put it right at 8 o'clock, 7:58, 7:59. Marion, you'll get this storm within 17 minutes, and then out on this other side out here by Tum-Suba within 30 minutes as we look at the lead of the storm and where it's going. We go back up here as we look at this coming into Lauderdale County. Chunky, these areas here. Chunky, you're going to get some heavy rain here in just a moment. All around this area here on 20. If you're leaving Meridian, wouldn't hurt to wait 20 or 30 minutes if you could. If you've got something you can do, kill some time and let this pass over 20 so you won't be driving into such a heavy rainstorm. Now, as we go up through here, let's go into Lauderdale County, the northern portion, West Lauderdale portions. We hadn't talked about that yet. As we come down Highway 19, this is Hookston. This is 494 if you were going out near Sickalina past Freeman Tractor. Chambersville is about where it gets really heavy there, all the way back to Duffy through the pine trees there. All here at Collinsville there at the Piggly Wiggly, all through this area here. Here's the lake. If you cut across to Oak Tibby Lake there. Let's zoom in on this where it really picks up here. This is going to be Oak Tibby Dam Road and Mosley Crossing Road. All of this area north past the Pig as you get toward the county line there. Not raining up here at Battlefield, but close to it. It was light rain. It's not the heavy stuff. Now, this will cut across at the top just north of West Lauderdale High School as you go out here toward Martin and come back. And this is going to be here at the split where Chet's Paint and Body sits to where you can go on across the reservoir there. Heavy rain there. Hadn't light stuff up around the elementary school, but heavy here, 495 Center Hill. This is where Chet's is. This is going to be right down here where the old store sits there that goes up the hill at Center Hill by the old school, and cutting across there to the old Hughes telephone building. Lots of rain there. And this is Highway 39. It's approaching that, so the northeast Lauderdale area, y'all get ready. You got rain on the way. If you had something outside, it's a little late. It's been raining for quite some time, so it's going to be a mess there for a while. Northern Lauderdale, Southern Lauderdale County, okay right now, but this system that is here is going to come across, and most of northern Clark County and southern Lauderdale County will get this rain here in a few moments. So y'all be ready for this. This is the strongest system that we have right here coming out of Newton County, directly into Lauderdale County. So buckets of rain. We are showing some lightning involved with this, and let's just go down to the severe and check this out and make sure what we've got going on with, see if there's any hail mixed in with this. And there is a little bit there as we turn this on. If you'll look here, this is following I-20, and I don't know if anybody's experienced this yet or not in there, if they felt any, if this is just picking up on radar, but there has been some light. This isn't as heavy as what we've got last time that storms come through, but a little hail mixed in with that, even up to the leading edge of this as it comes into Lauderdale County there. Marion, y'all be ready. This will be there in 15 minutes. And it's slowed down just a little bit. It's putting it downtown Meridian at 8 a.m. to where it had it 2 minutes earlier, a minute ago. All right, let's go back here and let's look at the winds that are mixed in with this. See how much we've got going on with this. And there is some strong winds mixed in with this as it comes across. As you'll see, we've got it up here by Northeast High School. We've got some winds stretching all the way out here to just up to Highway 494 coming across here. MCC, this stuff is approaching as it comes in, if you'll see there. All right, let's turn that off. As radar updates there, showing heavy rain there at Lazy Acres Christmas Tree Farm. So that puts us right on top of Chunky. Y'all be ready because this is making its way there as it comes from Newton and Hickory. Hickory just got a dousing of water there. Heavy rain up 19 from Walmart all the way to the Pig is where you're going to be in the middle of all of this. At areas west of Highway 19 back to the county line in here, all of this area here. And as you zoom in on this Cicalina, Hookston, let's dig a little deeper in here. This is going to be Cicalina, Meehan Road. This is Woods Road. If you live in there, Timber Cove Trail, Timber Cove West Road, all of that area west of 19. Cicalina, south of Cicalina down through here. Heavy showers. All right, as we show this, back this up, it's showing 2 points of entry right here coming out of Chunky. It's a pretty strong one there. That's going to be headed, will be in Meridian in 12 minutes. This front one, the leading edge of this storm, let me see here, let me close that and go there. This is puts it again. This is the original one that we looked at in 11 minutes. We'll be right across there. All right, let's do an update. Let me do that. Do an update and make sure we've got the greatest, latest with all of this. As it sometimes can get misconfigured. We want to make sure that we're right on target with everything. Yeah, we got. It was right as we go back to that, but a lot of rain with this. Look at all of this. So, and if you're in it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Much of what we had last night. Al Davis says it is flooded at his store. As you turn here, let me pull this up. Now, this is over at Al's Gardening Gift Word. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it's flooding right there at Al's. If you'll look at that. As we look here, all the way back here, pouring down rain. So y'all be careful in these areas. If you don't have to be out driving this morning, wait just a little while. This is going to pass. Let's look at the big picture of this, what we've got on radar here. As this comes through, radar is clear. Now, we'll probably get some hit and miss sprinkles and things throughout the day. The worst of the weather is going to be south of the Meridian area after this passes through and goes on. As you look back here, we don't have anything back to our west. All of this is going to be east of us, and we'll have some hit and miss showers today, but not these strong lines of thunderstorms like that is rolling through the area right now. So keep it in mind, be careful. As I said, 15, 20 minutes if you wait this out. If you've got to drive out of Meridian, it's best to do that. All right, we'll come back to radar here in just a moment. Let's switch over and look at a few things that the National Weather Service has got lined up for us for today. That's the wrong one, and what did I do with that? Some days, I tell you, I just don't hit the right buttons. Let me go up here and turn this on. All right, here we go. Let me pull this up where everybody can see this. I got all involved in drinking coffee a while ago, not hitting the right buttons. As we look at the record temps and everything that went on today, it was 1958. There's an extra zero there for some reason. It was 91 degrees. In 2012, we had a cool 37 degrees on this date. That really wasn't all that. Okay, yeah, that was 9 years ago, wasn't it? That was a while ago. As we look at the forecast for today, it's showing showers for today. The heavier stuff as it's passing right now, that will move on out of the area. And as we look at over in the edge of Alabama there, Demopolis, and again, the worst of the weather will be east of our area that we cover here in West Alabama. It's going to be worse that way as it goes across, getting stronger as it goes. 71, 75 going to be the high for there. Now, this is the severe weather that we're seeing now through this, and they list this through this afternoon. The Meridian area there, cutting over to just at Brandon, all the way taking in the Meridian area up to Columbus. As we go across here in the Alabama area, putting this Demopolis area, as you see, as we looked at radar a minute ago, getting a little bit worse in those areas. And it could stretch here as it builds into this area through 7 o'clock tonight. We're expecting all of the rain to be gone by 8. That's what is forecasted so far. And as we go to a deeper explanation of weather this morning, showers and thunderstorms mainly before 2 o'clock is what we're getting here. We can have some hit and miss. This is the big one that's coming across. Could have some showers after 2 o'clock with a high near 80, and it will be lots of gusts of about 30 miles an hour. Tonight, we've got a 40% chance of showers through about 8 p.m. So if you've got a prom tonight, it is a chance that hit and miss showers can happen through about 8 o'clock. And I know those probably get going, around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So umbrellas probably will be needed. And this will update as we go through this. We got sunshine tomorrow and a high of 78. Now, today's going to be warm, although with all this, about 80 degrees. As we look at our temperatures over the next 10 days, we see that we got just a little bit of a quick cool snap there in comparison. As we go forward, let's look at our temperatures here. 79 is our high today as we go across Sunday, 52, 82 for Monday, and we stay pretty steady there. And then this is where we'll get that 72 for just a little bit cooler as we're going into that. It's winding down the month. As we move into Saturday of next weekend, a 75. And look here, we're going to get into 86. That's kind of warm there. Wow. So a lot going on with weather as we look at all of this. All right, let's go back to radar and see what we've got this morning with radar. And let me do a update here to make sure that we got everything churning in the right directions. And pull that back up. All right, here we go. All right, this is, it's coming out now. Chunky, y'all still got a lot of rain, but it mainly now has moved in southeastern Newton County here, still getting some showers into Lauderdale County. Look how heavy that is in this area right here. This is 59. Let's turn on location so you can see here. All right, coming up on Stuckey's Bridge in this area right here in Dunn's Fall, it'll be within your area here in the next 2 minutes. Again, we don't have any warnings that are listed with this, but nonetheless, it's still raining really, really, really hard. Let's see here. I was looking to see if we got moderate rain here in the 0 area, Joe Collins says. It is at Bonita Lakes. Bernadette Odom says at her area there. And let me check something on this of power. Somebody mentioned power. Let's pull over and check this out. Let me pull this up and see what we've got. Flip a couple buttons to get to my outage page. Almost there. Don't give up on me. I haven't got the exact page I wanted yet. All right, let's go to EMEPA and see what we've got here. We do have a few outages popping up on radar, and here we go here. We're showing 69, and let's look at where this is. All right, we got one person, 1 meter in Kemper County. Lauderdale County has 48. Clark County has 20 without power right now. Let's go back over to the map and look, see what we've got here. This is going to be Stonewall area here. Let's zoom in down here. Here's Enterprise here, and right there, that's 2 people. We got some areas right up in here, Enterprise area here. If you hadn't ever visited this site at EMEPA, pretty handy there to report if you don't see your place listed. If you don't have power, you can click and add it. Pretty simple there. But 69 currently without power throughout the area. And matter of fact, let's just go ahead and look at the whole state while we're looking at all of this and see what all we've got when it comes to Mississippi. Mississippi as a whole has 15,000 out, and that's going to be down in this area here where we talked about where the storms came through right along the coast there earlier this morning. As we go here, Kemper County 1, Neshoba County, we've got 36 people out. That would be Central Electric. As we go, Lauderdale County is down to 3 as they adjust that. Newton County 1. So that's our numbers this morning on power outages. And if you hadn't got yours, make sure to contact your local folks there. All right, let's go back to radar and do an update here so everybody can be on top of what's going on this morning. Heavy rains in Lauderdale County, and Al, as you mentioned a moment ago, still showing a lot of heavy rain out your way there as we look at Highway 19. This is coming up. Let's start in the northern portion of the county here. As we move up to Kemper County, all of this area through Cleveland, all the way up to Preston, Mississippi. Heavy showers there. What we call moderate is what that would be. Down to Damascus. We cut across here to Blackwater Baptist Church. Y'all have got it. This is sitting pretty heavy on Highway 45 here at the Chicken Shack, all the way back over here to where the Cowboy Church is. As we go down, you have a little break there, and you'll cross that Kemper-Lauderdale County line, and by the time you make it to Lauderdale, where Rouse House is there at the rodeo arena, heavy rain. And the further you get into Lauderdale County, if you'll look at this, the heavier it's getting. We're showing now around Northcrest Baptist Church. That's dumping buckets of rain all the way up here to the red light where Mr. Discount Drug sits. As you cross over Highway 39 and go out by Lamar there in Marion, heavy rain right there. See how it moved in across Lamar School there? This is the soccer complex here on 19, Barham Funeral Home right through here. You've got Northeast Middle School sitting here. Pouring rain. This is the high school. Heavy rain out there also. Now, this comes down as far this is going to be Meridian High School. This is already out to Highland Park. We've got light rain coming across, and probably within a minute or two, you'll have it pretty heavy there around 14th Street, cutting across out toward 39 and out where Sam's is, because you're not going to get out of this. Y'all are going to get wet. But this picks up pretty heavy as you pulling out here at the red light sitting there at MCC, headed toward 19. It's pretty intense showers all through there. Now, the good news is there is a break on the other side of this. This is passed over where Lazy Acres Christmas Tree Farm is. That was heavy rain a minute ago. The eastern side of Newton County already got that break, but it's southern Newton County, still chunky area south of the Dollar General. This is right on top of Stuckey's Bridge area. All right, as we look at here, this is going to be Goodwater Baptist Church in that area, all around there. Lots of rain. Valley Road, if you're making that coming off from the airport, going to cut up and go out to Clarkdale through this way. If you're traveling there, heavy showers out to Clarkdale in those areas. Our concentrated areas there is, from here at Lost Gap, all of this area, northeasterly out to Northeast High School. This block here is pouring down rain, so y'all be careful if you're in that. And Carol Stamper said sun is shining now in Newton. As you look back at radar, it was there. Let's see. Good morning from Starla. Let's see here. I was looking to see if we had any more comments there about down through here. Raining and thundering there in Damascus. A few powers out off Pine Springs Road. Lights out on Pine Springs Road now, Karen Hurd said. That's not good. I don't like sitting in the dark any more than anybody else. Hard rain in Tumsuba. Heavy rain on 23rd and 12th Street, John Ellis said. Sharon Wade, hard heavy rain in Marion. And good morning. Thanks for all you do there. Thanks a lot for watching, Tony. Appreciate that. Donna White's watching this morning also. All right. As we go out to where Keith and the gang have got some buckets of soap out there washing some tractors this morning at Freeman Tractor. Heavy rain there. Starting to show a little bit of a break out here by the Piggly Wiggly and Chamberville, but still heavy on 494 back to Hookston. Now, as we get here to State Boulevard Extension where Owls is, all the way back over here, if you follow this to North Crest Baptist Church, it's flooding. If you're anywhere around Walmart, wanting to go inside, I'd wait that out. Sit in your car and just let that rain pass, because you see there is a break in this over here, and it's going to come across and be gone in just a little bit. Lightning within 20 miles of Jones Junior College is what that just said there. As we go down here, and let's follow 20 in 804, 803. Let's do another update here just to make sure that we've got everything that is fresh. And let's pull this back up here. Let's look at this hard rain that radar is at updates here. This is the airport. We're starting to show here across Lost Gap. Downtown Meridian, this is going to coming up on 22nd Avenue is what we're showing here. This is where the Children's Museum is, and Joe from SMI. As we go through here, heavy rain now at the hospitals here. North Frontage Road getting a lot of rain. This is going to be out here where McDonald's is, and you come across right out through this area here, South Frontage Road, all of that. That's where our big shower is right now. Hadn't quite made it. It's heavy now at Walmart, but heavier rain coming your way as it comes across Meridian there. Here's MCC in relation to look at the big picture. This is going to be out right here at the Evangel Temple on the hill if you're overlooking Meridian. Right down through here between these two exits, in between the co-op and where you turn off at 22nd Avenue is where it's dumping it. And it'll be fast approaching this area up here by the hospitals. As we look at this now, starting to show a little bit of a break there at the Hookston-Nellyburg area there on 19 as it comes across here through Marion. Russell Christian Academy out in this area, heavy showers now. Tumsuba, it's upon you. It's going to be coming down pretty heavy. In this area here, let's look at this. This is Old Highway 45. This is where Lamar sits. This is Old Marion Drive right there. And this is going to be right out by, this is out in the industrial park is where this is exactly here, where the big highway comes through. You come out of Marion here. Yeah. All right, that's the industrial park, and you head on out to Russell there. Rainbow Lakes, y'all are getting all this rain. Heavy rain on Highway 39 there as it comes across where the soccer complex is and all of this area where you get on the track. Starting to show a little bit of a breakout here in the Center Hill area as it comes across Bailey, Lockhart, y'all are getting it. Heavy rains out here now at the lake at Dalewood, as y'all see that. And this is the heaviest. This is moderate. This is extremely heavy here. So Lauderdale County getting its share of some pouring down rain right now. As we zoom in on this, we still got that little area. It's not as wide as it was where you just couldn't see your hand in front of your face or your hood emblem there. But it's getting a little bit of a break there. Still coming up on 22nd Avenue right there. Heavy rain, Stephanie Corder says, on Highway 496. Flooding on 496, Stephanie said. So y'all be careful if you're in those areas. Heavy on I-20, Brianna Brown said. Good morning. And raining heavy in Clarkdale, Blake Callahan says. And if you hadn't listed your place there, list that in our comments so we can pass that along to others that are watching this morning of where the rain is. Now, if you were anywhere up here near Walmart, wait it out. You ain't. I highly suggest if you want to stay dry, just stay put just a minute there if you're in your car up at Lowe's in any of these areas. As we do, let's do another update here. And we'll just do this a quick live to make sure that we've got the exact update here. Sometimes with what's going on. Starting to show a break there at Lost Gap all across the airport, all the way out here to Plant Sweat. If you're going up through Savoy, these areas here. Just to the east now, Stuckey's Bridge is where this is right there. As it comes across 11 and 80, Arundel, y'all are getting a lot of rain there. And the further that you get toward downtown Meridian, if you'll look at this big picture here, the heavier the rain gets. Sam's on top of the hill up there. Look at that. Out by the BMW dealership here where the Coca-Cola plant is on 39, where Dairy Queen is, all in that area right there. Flooding, pouring down rain. As you go out 39 and you get up here by Winn-Dixie and Hardee's right here at the red light to where you'd either go to North Hills or you cut back over to go to Marion. Lots of rain now. Now, as you go west here down North Hill Street, now where did I get I-20 out of that? They just come out of my mouth for no reason. But if you go across North Hill Street and you get right past down here to where the Dixie Station is, I think it's got a different name, but it was the Dixie Station for umpteen dozen years. It's vacant now, but if you're sitting there and you decide to go either straight to come on here to Walmart, is about where it's going to start showing a different break. And this is State Boulevard that would go on out to 19 here. We go south of Mr. Discount, Poplar Springs Drive, going on into Meridian, all around Meridian High School. Look at that. Now, this is Highland Park, still a lot of rain there. It starts on the other side of MCC where this sits. It starts getting a little bit lighter there to the west side of this. And from MCC all the way down 8th Street to downtown Meridian, it's pouring. Now, we get out, come across here. This is the Ag Center where it sits. Still heavy rain there, and this stuff is making its way on out toward the southeast area there. So, Ricky Bobby, I want y'all to get ready out here at Wynot because the rain is going to be in your direction here in just a little bit. As we show here southeast, look at that pouring rain at southeast now. Coming up on the Boy Scouts is what we've got there. And, of course, out here we've got showers here where the Girl Scouts is. Pouring rain there. Long Creek Ball Field, y'all are getting y'all share of this also. The Evangel Temple, if you're coming up on the 45 bypass there, in between there and Clarkdale School. Let's come on across here. All right, we've got heavy rain now. If y'all are out here in this area here in Toom Suba, right there, Tom Bailey Lake, how many folks are out there today? You're getting your fair share of this. Now it's east. It's made its way across here from Lamar School, Marion, all toward right out here to the Simmons Wright stores where this is. It's quickly getting across Lauderdale County and will make its way out into Cuba. We've got showers here. Now, this is going to be right around York, Alabama. This is going to be that Lake Louise. It's pouring rain there. Here at McElroy Trucking, if y'all are working there, it's going to be there in the next few minutes, your heavy rain there. But we look at the heavy rain. It's right there at Toom Suba. This was what was over there right around 22nd Avenue just a little bit as it's made its way across the county there. Wow. So our threat, this is not going to turn into a severe thunderstorm warning or anything, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's a lot of rain coming down. Hopefully, as this moves out, this will be the worst round that we get today. We are going to have some more showers today, but nothing like that has moved through. And let's, again, back out here and look at the big picture of what we've got going on. We've been looking at a zoomed-up version. As we look out to our west, we don't have anything that is out here that is slowly coming. This is all south of Jackson. And as it moves across here, Jasper County, Clark County, y'all are getting ready to get a little thunder boomer there here in the next little bit. We put this into motion to show you how this storm, see how that is making its way across there? So we got some showers that are going to be moving here into Clark County in the next little bit down through the Hattiesburg area. But as we look at the western side of Lauderdale County, Kemper County, back here through Neshoba, the worst of it has moved through. It still has not, as we get into these areas here in Alabama, it's strengthened as it come through Alabama and as it's going into, getting ready to move into Georgia there. Florida line up through there. This is the stuff in the early hours of the morning that came through here. That's pretty rough weather there if you're in that direction. I know that's not local. We do have a few people here and there that watch from other parts. Dothan, Alabama, just east of you is where that is. And that's a few tornado warnings mixed in with that down in here. So be careful there. Yeah, tornado warning until 8:15 this morning. A couple more minutes left on that. All right, let's go back a little bit closer to home of what we've got going on in our area. Meridian still getting the worst here in Lauderdale County of what is left of this storm coming across. Let's look here of what we've got coming up on Bay Springs here. We got Bay Springs, all this area here just past this right here is the hospital there in Bay Springs. We got some showers that are going to be coming across here at the Paulding Courthouse. Lake Edens, y'all got rain on the way. Now, this is some intense right in here, but not as heavy as what came across Lauderdale. So downtown Quitman, y'all be ready. Y'all have something here in the next hour or so, some heavier showers moving in there. Watching, Rachel Lott said she's watching from Cicalina, no rain there, which is good news. It's starting to see, as we see right there, it is broken up there. The eastern side of Lauderdale County now has the worst of the storms that are here. Meehan has rain, has let up, but I have lost power there, Anita Flo says. Power outages on Arundel Road. As a matter of fact, let's go back. Let me pull this up. Let's go back here and look at our power outages and update this and see what else we got going on. Yeah, it's a lot right now. As we update this, let's pull this where you can see this. We're showing 2,774 people without power, and let's look at the county now, the breakdown here. 56, we've got one there in Kemper County. In Lauderdale County, there's 1,741 people without power, 853 in Clark County, and 178 people in the Newton area without power now, and one in Jasper County. So we go to look at this map here. It's this western side as we were looking at. Let's zoom in on this. All of this red area here. This is the city limits here. Chunky, look at all this area here now without power. If from Enterprise due north through Chunky, that's that storm that just came through, and most likely, like yesterday afternoon, there was a tree that fell on Allen Swamp Road, and it took a little over 600 people out with one tree that fell. So most likely that is what we've got here in these areas here with this heavy rain. It does make these trees light. And let's zoom in a little bit more here. Nellyburg, y'all are without power. I know somebody mentioned that on here just a moment ago. Morris Hill, so they're starting to get a peek through Morris Hill community there. Sunshine, Eddie Bradford said. I know that's a good feeling there. But here we are here, from Lazy Acres Christmas Tree Farm, right east of there, north of there, is where all this power outages start. The travel center right along in there. Look at there. No power there. Up to about to where the pilot is, and then south of 20 there, going into Clark County out by Dunn's Falls. Everybody see their place Enterprise up through here, northern Clark County. All right, let's back out and go into Kemper, Louisville area here. A few areas up through here that are showing up, and as we look at this into Kemper, it was just one. Clark County, the majority of it's going to be right there in Newton County, 178, where they all meet there. It's just one in Kemper County. They've got everybody else back up and going. But it's right here where Newton, Clark, and Lauderdale County meets here without the power there. So crews are on the way and getting that taken care of. Let's go back over to radar, do a update, and see what we've got here. It just isn't fun to be without power, is it? All right. We start to see a break now in Lauderdale County here. The worst of the storm has moved over the city limits of Meridian. We're out to Tomb Suba now. Let's turn on locations here. Start just north of here and work our way down. All around Sugarlock, still moderate rain. We come through Wahalak. We got a lot of rain. Scuba, Mississippi, y'all have got it. Out to Giles now, Bodka Valley, down through there. From the Cowboy Church back over to the Chicken Shack there to about 2 Mile Bottom is where the rain lightens up. We come on into Lauderdale County. You're going to have light rain there. And as we see it just on the other side now of Dalewood, as we come into the Tomb Suba area, right here at the state line is where it's the worst, over to McElroy Trucking, Cuba, Alabama, to York. Now, we do have out here still some heavy showers there at the Red Fireworks Barn right there at southeast area there, Charlie and the gang. As you look at Southeast High School there, out to the Boy Scouts, rain approaching right there at Wynot. As we move northward there through Alamooch. Have I ever said that right? Am I saying that right, Alamooch? I think I've said it for years. I just want to make sure I have been doing it for 20 years saying it wrong. You never know me. I'll make a mistake there. Wire Road, look at that. Tons of rain in that area there. Tumsuba sits right here. This is Kewanee. Y'all got a lot of rain also as we drop down through here. This is Kewanee Road, Kewanee Church Road. We look at Johnson Road right through there. This is going to be Kewanee Church Road still here. Richard Johnson Road. Y'all are getting a lot of rain. Again, this is the eastern side of Lauderdale County. We do not have any warnings for the county, and let me remind you of that. There's no warnings, but still moderate to heavy rain there. As we dip down, let's take a look right here in Clark County for all our folks that are watching from this area here. From Lake Edens getting it now, and we're starting to pick up showers right here in Harmony. Y'all have got some heavy showers there. This is going to make its way right across here toward the downtown area of Quitman. So y'all be ready out here by Cooper's Chapel. This will be on top of y'all in just a little bit. Pachuta starting to get that rain there that has moved through. We've got Taylorsville. That's a lot of rain through there. Bay Springs, south of you, Sandersonville, all down this area here. This area right here will drift on across here toward Wayne County from Prentice, and these areas will not be affecting the Lauderdale County area, but Clark County still is going to get some here in this southern portion here up through Stonewall. Y'all expect some showers. It's not over yet. Everybody enjoying this Alamuch? Pronounce the A on the end. Alamucha, Wayne said. Wayne LeBron. Okay, so I have been saying it wrong for quite some time. Y'all have to correct me when I do things like that. Learn as we go, don't we? All right. Pretty much safe, but this area is east of here. If you're waiting to go to, if you've got to travel for any reason over to York, or maybe you've got to go to Tuscaloosa today, give it a little while. This is going to drift on across and be out of here before too long to where you can make your travels. As we look at this eastern side there, it's making its way on across into Georgia now, seeing some relief there. And again, we probably will get some more hit-and-miss showers as the day goes about, but not near the intensity that we've had up until this point. That is the good news that is involved with all of this. Let me make sure, do an update from the National Weather Service to see if they've changed anything with the forecast this morning. They periodically will change things. What they're saying now, showers and thunderstorms likely should be over by 3 o'clock. Some of these could be severe, gradually making it sunny. I think we will get there. High of 80 today, and they've cut it from 100% to 70% chance. They downgraded the 50% for tonight. They've got it at 30%, and all ending by 7 o'clock is the difference in the forecast of now what it was a little bit ago when we started talking about where the rain was. So getting a little bit better there. All right, let's go back to radar, and each time we go back to radar, it looks better. This has just died down now. This is moderate rain in Lauderdale County and York. Some burst of it there. Clark County, y'all are going to get some of this coming up on Quitman and Pachuta. You're going to have it here in just a moment, but not anything that's going to cause a thunderstorm warning or anything to that degree this morning. So great news with all of that. We will watch this. I don't expect it to do anything horrible for the afternoon. Last night could have been so much worse, but it was not. So we've got a lot to be thankful for. We'll watch. There is the possibility of something coming up midweek next week of some severe weather. We'll watch that and see if that still holds together or not. We're still a few days out. Should it, I'll start posting on that and letting you know what's going on with the weather. So it's definitely been a rainy 24-hour period, has it not? You just can't help it. Let me say some thank yous, if y'all don't mind, to the folks that help me out and sponsor our weather. And I got a few of them to say, but bear with me. These are good folks right here from our community that sponsor this, and they have services to offer you that I hope you'll take advantage of. Local folks, Piggly Wiggly, Joe, our friends out there, Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Can't miss them there by the train tracks. Eastgate Tire there in Marion. They'll take care of you, Matthew and his friendly folks. San Marcos, Chino and my gang. Talbert Enterprises in House, Mississippi, the Precast Group. If you're looking for a tornado shelter, they've got it. They'll fix you up no time flat. Joe at SMI Automotive. Also, Sanders Gas on 22nd Avenue coming into Meridian. Graphics Guru on B Street. Chet's Paint and Body. All the good folks out here in the Center Hill area. Rick Justice Automotive. They'll take care of you there on I-20. Also, Why Not Motorsports Park. Rodney and his friendly staff there at the races. No races tonight, though. Kim's Photography, Freeman Tractor out in Sicalina, also Master Flow Plumbing, where they take care of you there on the Gulf Coast. Also, the Red Barn Plant and Produce, Charlie and all the gang there and out in southeast area, along with the Precast Group. Citizens National Bank, they've got several locations scattered around. Stay open a little bit later than everybody else, 6 o'clock in that location there to help you out. They understand you work and you just can't get there by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. You work later. Open on Saturdays as well. EMEPA, couldn't do it without them. Also, Snowden and Company Real Estate, right here if you need a home, they have it for you. Why Not Motorsports Park, also Kim's Photography. And Tiffany Blue, if you haven't visited her, at the atrium here in Meridian. A few of the folks that helped us, I say thank you to each one of those that do that. As always, I'll be back. We'll be posting whatever comes about with the weather today to be on top of it for you. And a big thank you to each one of you here in the area. Debbie Irby said that power already out in the North Clark County area. Let's take another look back here. Let me update that, and let's go back and look at power outages before we go to getting out here. Let me F5 it. See what we've got here. We're showing 28. Yeah, we have gained a few more there. 2,894 without power now. And that's due to trees, I'm sure, increasingly come across as we look at this. Winston, Lauderdale County jumped up to 1,861. Clark County now at 853 meters out. And Newton County is at 178. So it's kind of had the ripple effect there. And as we look at this map here, Stonewall area right there. You zoom in on that. We've got 2 there, and boy, it's just a ton when you get into right there. 600 people just on that one strand right there in that area. So when they go to fix that, it's going to turn a lot of people back on at one time in that area. Then we got a little area here. This is east of Collinsville. 129 people there in Lauderdale County. Let's zoom in a little bit closer on that to see that area there. This is the Pine Springs area here is where this is. This is Oak Tibby. Let me close this where you can get a little bit closer look there. It doesn't work like my radar where I can just spin the wheel. This is coming across the reservoir here. This is up by Chet's, right about where Chet sits here. This is going to be right there. This would be the back way there, Tyson's area there, Tyson Pompeia, where he lives down through here on Pine Springs Road, where the fish camp is. Fish camp sits right there. Points. This is up here by the in the curve there before you drop off to the reservoir. Runs around back down in here to Jimmy Smith Road is where that is. Lauderdale County. So there's a bunch of people without power at this point in time. No power at Clarkdale. Sandra Ham says. Coming down at Cooper's Chapel, Big Thunder. Now let's go back over here and look at Clark County. Yeah, yep, I can see that now. As we pull up this, let's look at Clark County here for y'all so y'all can see this. All right, here we are. This is all this area here at Cooper's Chapel where this rain has come across. Pachuta, y'all got it from Lake Edens all the way across here to downtown Quitman. Y'all have got a bunch of rain, hadn't you? Let's see here. You folks that live close call it Alamucha. Okay, I'm all over it. I'm gonna practice this today and say this more and more. Down here at Harmony on Highway 18, we got showers. Jay's out trying to probably mount a few deer this morning there, and it's raining right there at the railroad tracks as it comes into Quitman there. Heavy showers. Look at that right there at Pleasant Hill. That's Pleasant Hill Baptist Church is where that is, in between Pachuta and downtown Quitman there. Elwood, y'all have got showers there. All the way out here by the dump. The Clark County landfill. I guess that's the more politically way to say that, isn't it? I'm going to work on all of that, not just say first thing comes to my mind. But we know what you're going through there. This goes down to DeSoto there where the Baptist church is, all through that area. Y'all got it. And it's going to probably continue for the next 30 to 40 minutes as this comes across here from Taylorsville. Now, again, there's no warnings. Doesn't change the fact when you're sitting there and it's pouring down at your house and the power is out of what's going on. We'll be in touch with the MEPA. I'm sure they're already got their trucks on it. Lauderdale County, for the most part now, is kind of rain-free. It's cleared up. It's got some light stuff, but the heavy rain now sitting on top of Livingston, Alabama, for all our friends that are here on this side of the state line. You come up here. This is Kim Waste, where things, the little glowing barrel there, that's where that is. The road that takes you to Gainesville, Alabama. This is Highway 17. This is where M&M sits right here. Car wash up here at Geiger, where the Methodist Church sits, all the way back out here from United at Bennsville, Mississippi, over 17, these areas to Gainesville, pretty heavy. Elps, y'all are getting some rain there. And the worst of the weather there has passed over Livingston University. It's to the east of y'all now as we come down and follow this. Rain is past McElroy Trucking. It's going to almost out of the way out of York now, moving pretty fast there. Clark County, y'all are the ones that we're watching here from Lake Edens and southern Jasper County still's got this rain. It'll continue to be pretty heavy for just a little while, but again, no warning is the good news for our friends there. And as it makes its way toward the Bama line there, we do have some showers north of Gilberttown sitting right there at Toxie. Y'all are feeling that rain as well. But we've got this area from downtown right there at Quitman, right Highway 18 right in there, from Cooper's Chapel back over here to Lake Edens, of where the worst of the weather is there in the southern part of the county. Be careful if you'll just wait this out for just a little bit. This is going to pass. You won't get near as wet. Lightning in the area of Jones County Junior College is what old radar is trying to tell us there. So we are showing signs of relief from all of this, which is good. Wayne, I appreciate the compliment there. Said that no one gives the weather quite like this. And I appreciate it. Mine is a little bit different. If this is your first time ever watching, I do weather a little bit different. It does matter. You're not just a pine tree somewhere. Wherever you're sitting is, it really makes it the worst of the situation because you're living that moment. I try to tell you where it is, around you, how close it is, how long it'll be, and what to expect. I don't like sitting in the dark trying to figure out what's around me because you can't see anywhere. You're just kind of blind, so to speak, for a moment there when these storms come through. And it's good to know where it is in relation to where you are. So if you wouldn't mind, share, invite your friends to my page so they'll know about it. We get a little bit stronger and bigger each day. We do a morning show each weekday morning at 8:30. If you hadn't watched Candace with me before, she does a great thing, a great morning show with me. If you hadn't met her, join me Monday morning at 8:30. And also I do weather every day at 6:30 to get your day started. Let's see, Meridian Community Cleanup with the East Mississippi Hub for Volunteers and Nonprofit has been canceled for today. All the shifts, they've been working hard all week. The ground and trash will be too wet to pick up and won't be able to enjoy the experience. Rescheduled to be determined. Again, that's the East Mississippi Hub. And boy, you have to give them a round of applause. They have been all over Meridian this week during this cleanup week, working hard to make Meridian look better. So big kudos to y'all. Thanks, Casey, for the information with that of a cancellation if you were planning on helping with that this morning. Terry Carter, thank you for watching also there. Jim Harris, how are you today? It's always good to see y'all. Got to see them at church last week. Churches are rolling again. Aren't y'all glad of that? That is, we've been through a lot over the past year. Things that I never thought I would see in my lifetime have come across. Boy, the things that happen in the news every day, it's scary. It truly is. I sit back and watch. A lot of times news media take stories and blow them out of proportion. Y'all know what I'm talking about, and try to harp on people's emotion to panic them. We try to give you some stories here during the week that is just the facts of what's going on. Sometimes they're trying to show you this when this is going over here on the other side. It's a distraction a lot of times, and we try to watch that. Let's go back to radar because Clark County, our friends there, y'all are getting wet. Let me update this so we make sure that we've got the absolute latest there. Look at there. Y'all have got the rain. Congratulations. Y'all have got the award for the most rain right now. Light showers moving into Lauderdale there. Light stuff. But here is this thunderstorm. Let's look at this. And if I haven't mentioned your community, if you've got something that you think that I've skipped every time that I do weather and I hadn't brought up your community, post a note, and let me dig into that, and let me find some areas around your neck of the woods that we can mark to where we'll know that, like one of the things that I always think of when I think of Highway 45 north of Meridian, I always think of the old cotton gin. Y'all know where I'm talking about there on 45. That's just a good standard point. But boy, the rain here now is heavy in Clark County here. So let's look at this here. We've got it all through here in the Harmony area, covering Elwood. Downtown Quitman, y'all are getting poured on. This is at Archusa Water Park here. This is Cooper's Chapel. Y'all still are not out of the rain here. They call this the Davis community. As we go here, I've been down this road many, many, many times. As we look at this County Road 6752, you're coming up on this right here. This is the bypass. This is Cedar Creek Road is what the name of this road is right here. That is heavy showers all out here. Now, it'll get into the wooded part up in here. I remember an oil well somewhere right up in here. As a kid, I remember seeing one of those. Y'all may know where I'm talking about there in Clark County. You just didn't see them every day. Well, Brad Holloman showed me that years and years ago. As time flows by, we're starting to see the break starting here at Clarko State Park. That's kind of the leading edge of it back south to Manassas. As we get out here to Shiloh, y'all have still got some heavy showers. But Cooper's Chapel, that's where the heaviest of all the rain is. There downtown at the courthouse, y'all are feeling it right now. As we back across here and we go over to Heidelberg, we see that Taylorsville, see how it's starting to lighten up? It's getting better. So as this passes Clark County, y'all will get a whole lot better here in a few moments there. Hasn't changed yet. Sandy Gaddis says no power at Arundel community off Highway 11 South and south of the airport there, Meridian. So that no power thing and where she's talking about right in this area right through here. This is where Plant Sweat is in Arundel in these areas here south of the airport in Meridian without power. It took a big hit right out all through here with that power outage the last we looked at that map. We'll look at it before we close out the broadcast here of what's going on today to make sure that there hadn't been any others in the last little bit. But working hard to get those that power turned back on. I don't know if you saw that. I posted last night, the Meridian Police Department done a good job with an arrest they made. They pleaded guilty. I posted the story there of somebody, of a person that they arrested that pleaded guilty before a judge yesterday. So they'll go on to the pokey. That was a good thing the special ops team did with the Meridian Police Department, trying to get things back in order for us in these areas. That's great. Been a lot of good things done. I was, you know how and this just popped in my mind, and you really have to pray for police officers of what they go through these days. It's a very dark time across America right now, and for someone to become a police officer, to start new into it would almost be a miracle. And it popped in my mind, I ran across New York Police Department yesterday where they did a live briefing where they were trying to convince people to become police officers with New York. And I was thinking, have mercy. Is there any way I would do that in New York? And my answer would be no. But God bless y'all that despite everything that's going on, that go do that, because you do not know what you're going to encounter. So back to blue. Those guys work hard, and I think 99% of the people in our area do that. They do back our police officers. They do a great job, and you just never know what you're going to encounter when you walk up on someone. So keep them in your thoughts and prayers always when you go to church tomorrow. Remember those. We're still showing this line showing a break. Not as bad there at Clarko. That's cleared up a little bit. Starting to show some relief at Harmony and south of downtown Quitman now. As you get down past Jay's, what is that, about 4 or 5 miles outside of Quitman there from the co-op to Jay's? It gets a little bit better down here to the DeSoto community. The Baptist Church is going to, I believe it's the Baptist Church that sits about right there off of 45. That's the big 4-lane there. Still heavy out at the landfill. Archusa, y'all have got a lot of rain. As we go across the county here, let's look at the rural route here across Clark County here. Linton, y'all still got it there. In this area, as you look at this right here, this is, I know out in the mostly the rural area there in Clark County there, a lot of pine trees getting a much needed rain, isn't it? Pine Ridge, y'all got some showers there, so we're showing relief, but not over yet for Clark County this morning. Nothing horrible, no warnings. I want to remind everybody of that there aren't any warnings. We're staying on just because it's been a rough morning for us throughout these nighttime hours. Let's see, Nell Alst, how are you doing? Watching from the Bennsville area. Are we over for the most part? Yes, we may get a shower or two. I know that Kemper Academy, and if y'all don't know of that, got the big concert coming up tonight. Britt Scott going to be up singing The Night Under the Stars, and they'll be putting things together. The show, I believe, really gets underway around 6 tonight with Chris, and we'll have the Reeves brothers taking the stage, I think a little bit after 8, and they've got a carnival, a lot of things going on in Kemper County there. If you support them up there on the football field there. As we look at Lauderdale County, let's pull this back up here. This is light stuff here, an occasional thunder boomer. We do have the threat through 2 o'clock this afternoon is what the National Weather Service has told us, but looking a whole lot better. We don't have anywhere near the threats that we had. Look at this, what's gone through here. This was our nighttime, overnight hours. And fortunately, without that, we didn't get warnings. We didn't get tornado warnings. It was just heavy showers all night long. Again, down in the bottom of the state, they got, I don't know what the word you would call it, but they got whooped up on with power outages of trees falling, a lot worse there toward the Gulfport area without power. Now, we still have a bunch of people here without power, but they took it a little bit worse than we did in areas there. Let's go back up and do an update. And let's see. Let me do an update here and see if we've gotten still the same amount of power outages in the area. So that's good that no more has come about. As we look at this, we're still at 2894 total. And if you look at these areas here, Stonewall equipment area there. Okay, well, Collinsville has a little bit there, but still that big one is right there just around the airport area there back into Newton. That area there down to Enterprise is where it's big. And we look at the county breakdown again, 1,800 in Lauderdale County, 853 in Clark. Newton, you still have 178. Now, again, it takes a few moments, and if you've got any of the people in your family that are linemen, you know what they go through in trying to get all of this stuff turned back on. They have a whole lot to go through to get through it sometimes. Muddy conditions to get to where it'll be off the road down one of those right-of-ways that you can't get to very good. So that's what's shaking there with the power this morning. Still without it in a lot of areas. All right, let's go back over to radar and pull this back up so everybody can see what we've got when it comes to radar here. Let's turn off these alerts. Now, this area here, the lightning has moved out of Lauderdale County. I don't know if you heard that phone beeping in the background. It was letting me know that the lightning has ended here, which is good news. We still just watch y'all here in Clark County with this heavy rain that is pouring down on y'all, just a steady. But right there is where you'll notice it's changing. The colors of it, downtown Quitman now, starting to take a turn for the better there. Heidelberg, to the west of Heidelberg, it's getting lighter there. East of there, still pretty heavy as we come across here at Harmony. North of that area there, better. As we look at downtown Quitman now, it's starting to get a break as it eases across here, across Cooper's Chapel, through this area here. South of Jay's Taxidermy, a little bit still pouring down rain there. In between there and DeSoto is where this area here is that's still showing here from downtown Quitman to DeSoto areas where that I don't know if you can see my hands just kind of shrinking is what I'm trying to spit out of my mouth, and I'm stumbling. I'm not getting it out too good, Emma, there. Manassas, y'all are still getting some showers there. North of the area here at Shiloh, just north of y'all, there's still some heavy showers there. Lightning, let's see what that was about 10, 15 minutes ago. So we haven't had, that is the one lightning strike within the last Pine Ridge right here. We've had one strike in this area here in the last 2 to 3 minutes. As we come across here, this is going to be out in the Linton area. This was over 10 minutes ago. That's probably about 6 minutes ago there, and that's way over 10 minutes ago. So lightning not as bad now is what we're showing here. We still have some older strikes that happened there, as we show here, getting better and better there for Clark County. Right here, Y'all see this purple area here, Pine Ridge? Y'all expect this heavy rain to kind of come up on y'all here in the next few moments here. It's in between Linton and Pine Ridge there in Clark County. If you live in these areas there on Linton Road, where Rocky Creek Road joins Almond Graham Road, all that area there is where, y'all, congratulations. You get the gold star for the most rain in Clark County now. Starting to show some relief here as it comes across from Chancellorville, right through there. And Manassas, y'all on the leading edge of it, the south end of the storm there as it makes its way there. So a lot better for everybody. That's the good news. This is going to pass as we watch this. So that's a quick update of what we've got going on this morning with the weather. Thank you for joining me. I've enjoyed our time together. Hopefully those of you that are without power, this will be back on. I'll be posting all of this as it comes about, as power comes back on this morning. I'll speak with MEPA here in a few moments and see where they are. I'm sure they're en route, probably already on the scene in most of these places of getting this power restored. Again, be patient. It takes just a little bit. And again, if you don't like the thought of being without power, see our friends at Sanders Gas. They can get you a generator to where when the power goes off, it comes on within 45 seconds. You have it, affordable. This is not one of those things where you'd have to go borrow against your house for a second mortgage to get a generator. And we're talking generators that you don't have to drag across the yard and plug in. They turn on, they run off butane. You never have to touch it. It turns on. When the power comes back on, it turns itself off. Handy. You would love it. You have to do absolutely nothing, and you no longer have to go stand in line at a gas station trying to find enough 5-gallon jugs to make it through an afternoon. So if you're interested in that, see our friends at Sanders Gas. They'll help you, and as well as you get into tornado shelters, the precast group here in Meridian. If you want to have a safe place to go to, you don't have one, talk to them. They'll get you a storm shelter, and they can get it above ground or below ground, whichever you like. Strong. You'll enjoy that. Again, thank y'all for joining me. We'll watch these storms. Should something else be a threat, we'll come back live as we go through this Saturday morning with the heavy rain here throughout the area. God bless. And again, thank y'all for joining me. We'll have more to come as we face these weather days throughout the end of April and we move into May. We'll be back very soon. I'll have continued updates on the power and things that are going on throughout the Meridian, Clark County, Newton areas. Thank y'all so much. We'll be back. There.